25 years ago, Chicago and Hugh Hefner gave the world the first edition of Playboy magazine. Tonight, Hefner is celebrating a quarter-century of publication with a gala party at the Playboy Mansion. And our Carrie Cochran is there with this live report. Carrie?
Gentlemen, you've come at exactly the right time. They've just lit the candles on the cake here, and you can see Hugh Hefner and his daughter Christy beginning to cut the cake. Among the other notables here are Studs Terkel, Kopp, Lee Phillip, and Ann Landers. From those names, it's clear that not everybody here would call themselves adherents to the Playboy philosophy, but it looks like everybody's enjoying being celebrants of the magazine's 25-year history. In '53, the Playboy empire consisted of Hefner's Hyde Park apartment and a borrowed budget of $6,600. Working at home with his daughter Christy on his lap, Hefner turned out his first 44-page issue. On the cover, listed as Sweetheart of the Month, Marilyn Monroe, a new sex symbol, and on the inside, old stories with low-priced reprint rights. It probably wasn't the fiction, but the feminine fantasy that sold the first 70,000 copies. And as the fantasies sold more issues, they occupied more space in the magazine. The first fold-out Playmate appeared in 1956, and like other early models, she now looks tame enough to be shown on TV. In fact, these days, major TV stars now consider Playboy respectable enough to pose for the magazine's cover. As Playboy's image has changed over 25 years, so has its symbol. The famous bunny has been redesigned for the anniversary. And the magazine's editorial stance has reflected a change in the times. Often accused of male chauvinism, Playboy now sponsors equal rights amendment fundraisers. But embodying the traditional spirit of the Playboy philosophy is Candy Loving, who we just turned away from our cameras. She's here to cut the cake. She is the 25th anniversary Playmate. And gentlemen, she's younger than the magazine itself. Sorry, you're stuck in the studio.
Bill, yeah. I bet you there's a lot of one thing I'll guarantee, a lot of freeloaders and gate crashers there tonight. Oh.
Looking like a pretty conservative crowd to me. And a big happening at Chicago's Playboy Mansion. Next on Eyewitness News. And a bit later on Eyewitness News, inside the Playboy Mansion, a holiday happening. Stay with us.
The doors open to Chicago's Playboy Mansion, and Joel takes a look at a special party going on in...
The Playboy building on North Michigan Avenue is transformed into a giant birthday cake tonight, a kind of skyline byline to Playboy's 25th anniversary celebration. The party was held at the Mansion, that sybaritic palace which was once a Chicago landmark. But the tour buses drive right on by now. The inside stories and pictures of wild pool parties no longer make the magazines. In fact, the Mansion has been closed, except for some private parties and charity events. Hugh Hefner put it up for sale 2 years ago and moved to California. But tonight he's back. A happy homecoming. And there's a lavish effort to recapture some of the naughty glory of the golden days. Beautiful people have all been invited. The sights and the sounds are real. But it's more like a flashback from the Late Show. Even Hef confessed when he got back to that famous circular, rotating, vibrating bed upstairs, he'd forgotten where all the buttons were. Time flies when you're having fun. I'm Joel Daly.
And that's the 10 o'clock edition of Eyewitness News. I'm Fahey Flynn. We'll be back tomorrow at 5, 6, and 10. Good night.